little bit more about the topic or I have more to share, but typically we are going to have 3 topics. These 3 topics are going to be how much running experience should you have before you attempt these distances, how much distance, like how slowly should you build up your distance each week, and what kind of training should you do? Like, what should your training week look like? Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the video. So before we jump into today's video, I was going to say, I hope you heard the last video I posted for you guys about the Fudgicle Week 3 recap. I really enjoyed telling you guys what happened to me before, during, and after the race. I really enjoyed telling you guys, one, how cold it was, 2, how we got there a little bit earlier this week, which is good, 3, how we got to see our coach Joe this week, so that was really great. We haven't seen him in a long time. Shout out to Joe for coming out. And 4, just how competitive that field was. I mean, once again, as I told you guys in the video, that was an insane field, so much talent, so much hard work, so many hardworking people, men and women alike. And once again, just shout out to everyone who came out to run Fudgicle Week 3 with us. Yeah, guys, so that's probably going to do it up for this first block of the intro. And now let's move into our second block of the intro, the topic for today's video. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about a topic that I think is super important for runners young and old alike, how to build healthy mileage. So in this video, I'll be covering 3 distances that I'm going to be telling you guys how I would approach them and train for them if I was racing them in a few months or maybe a year or something like that. So those 3 distances are going to be, I'm going to mostly talk about how to train for a 5K and a 10K. I will squeeze in the half marathon there, but I'm not going to do much on that because I know, I mean, there might be some of you out there who run the half marathon, but even I wouldn't even consider, before I ran a half marathon, like, I wouldn't have watched a video solely based on a half marathon, how to train for it. So yeah, I'm just going to I'm going to focus on the 5K and the 10K, but we'll squeeze in the half marathon there as well. So I will be telling you guys, how many weeks of training you should get, before the race, like when you should start your training before the race, how much running experience you should have before every distance I'm going to show you guys today, and hopefully I'm going to answer all the questions that are in between those. Yeah, guys, so that's probably going to do it up for this intro of the video, and now let's move into our first block of the video, how to healthily train for a 5K. Alright, guys, in this first block of the video, we're going to be talking about how to train healthily for a 5K. So I didn't tell you guys this in the intro, but in each block, we're typically going to have 3 main categories we'll be talking about. Maybe in some blocks I'll have more or less, maybe some categories I'll have more topics, depending on if I know a little bit more about the topic or I have more to share, but typically we're going to have 3 topics. These 3 topics are going to be how much running experience should you have before you attempt these distances, how much distance, like how slowly should you build up your distance each week, and what kind of training should you do? Like, what should your training week look like? When should you do your long runs? When should you do your speed workouts? When should you do your easy runs, tempos, hard days, all that kind of stuff. And I will try to answer all your questions in that. So for starters, let's start off with how much running experience should you have to attempt this distance. So a 5K, as most of you probably know, is 3.1 miles. Maybe some of you have run a 5K before. But a 5K can seem like, if you've never run a 5K before and it's your first time, 3.1 miles can seem a little bit daunting or scary, only because, I mean, it's 3 miles. So it doesn't sound like a ton. And then you start on the starting line, and then you're like, oh my God, this is a ton, this is a ton, this is a ton. And I'm never going to get there. And then it's like at the end of the race, you're always like, that wasn't as hard as I thought. So 5K is like, it's almost like it's like just enough to feel painful, because if you're running fast enough, but just enough to not like kill you out that you can run decently fast in it. So I would say for experience, you should probably have about 3 to 5 months, maybe even 6 months of experience before you start training for a 5K, especially if you're going to train seriously for it. But even if you're just going to train for it to run maybe faster or new PR, you want to have some kind of experience to get accustomed to running maybe to get running, and maybe you've run a distance before in training. Maybe you start running distance before in training, and then once you get to like that 5 or 6 month mark, then I think it's fair that you can start training more intensely, or maybe you can start training a little more intensely, but you can start training a little bit harder if you've reached that like 5 to half a year mark, basically. The second one I would like to talk about is how much distance should you go up by each week? For a 5K, I would say you should probably normally, like for some distances like the half marathon, I would say only go up by about a quarter mile every 2 weeks. But with the 5K, you can probably get away with a quarter mile a week, maybe even a half mile a week. But actually, I would say you could probably get away with like a quarter mile a week, maybe a half mile every single 2 weeks. Again, the 5K being a shorter distance, you can definitely like build your mileage more. You can build your mileage quicker in the 5K just because it's shorter of a distance than like the half marathon, where you have to slowly build up. The 5K you can build a little more quickly and get there a little faster. And the last one I would like to touch on is what should your training week for the 5K look like? So for the 5K, I would say your training weeks, you should probably incorporate one long run between about 1.5 to 2.5 miles, depending on where you are in your training. You should probably do 1 to 2 speed workouts, but again, maybe you don't do speed workouts quite yet. Speed workouts are really only mandatory if you're training to run a super, super fast 5K. If you're just running a 5K for fun, the speed workouts aren't necessary, or it's not going to give you much benefit. But actually, I shouldn't say that. It'll still give you some benefit. It just won't be as important as if you were running it to get like a really quick time. And then most of the other days should probably just be easy runs. Again, easy runs, everyone says it, all the pros say it, everyone says it. 90% of your run should be easy, and 10% of your run should be hard. So I would say one long run, 1 to 2 speed workouts, maybe even 3 if you can fit it in there, and then the rest of the days are probably going to be easy. You might be able to squeeze in a tempo workout here or there, maybe even squeeze in like a tempo workout here and there, but yeah. So that's probably going to do it up for this first block of the video. And now let's move into our second block of the video, the how to train healthily for a 10K. Alright guys, in the second block of the video, we're going to be talking about how you can healthily train for a 10K. So once again, as I told you guys in the last block, we will be going over 3 topics. How much running experience should you have before you attempt this distance? How much distance or how slowly should you build your mileage or distance up to that distance, race distance each week? And what should your training weeks look like? Which also includes, once again, speed workouts, long runs, easy runs, tempo runs, all that kind of stuff. So let's jump right into it. So first off, experience. For the 10K, as I said in the 5K, you're probably going to want about 5 to 6 months of experience. For the 10K, you're probably going to want closer to like 8 to I would say 8 or 9 months of experience, maybe even 10 months. Because the 10K, I mean, if you find the 5K hard, the 10K is double that. So you're going to want at least some decent, you're going to want some good base training before you start moving into training for a fast 10K, or even just a regular size 10K, like what you would regularly run for your easy run. You want to have some running experience like that, because you want to have that baseline where you can start building and building and building without getting hurt, and you can also run speed workouts and long runs without getting hurt either. Again, for the 10K, the long runs and speed workouts aren't as long as the half marathon long runs and speed workouts, but they're still going to be long enough that you want to have that base so you don't get hurt. Number 2, how much should your distance go up by each week? So for the 10K, I would say you probably want to build a quarter mile every 2 weeks. Actually, you probably want to build about a quarter mile a week. it's not like the 5K where you're going to get away with quicker, faster training. You can still get away with it because it's not as long as like the half marathon or even like a 10-miler type thing. But for the 10K, you're approaching that line where it's like, it's almost like that really, really long distance type thing. Because 10K is, I mean, that's 6 miles. So you want to have a baseline once again so you don't get hurt while you're training for that. So I would say about a quarter mile a week, maybe even every 2 weeks if you want to be a little more cautious about it. But yeah, so that's probably all I have to say for that. Last one, last block, what should your training look like? So each week for the 10K training, I would say you probably want to get in a long run. Depending on where you're at with your training, you want your longest long run to probably, if you're just starting out training, you probably want to have a long run between like 1 and 2 miles. If you've been training for a little bit and you're like halfway through training, you probably want to be able to reach like 4 or 5 miles with not like a ton of effort or a decent amount of effort. And then you want to reach about 6 miles where eventually by the end of it, you can run 6 miles really no problem at all. You don't need a ton of like support for it and everything else. So that's for the long run. The speed workouts, I would say you probably want to try to squeeze in about 1 to 3 speed workouts each week. I would say 2 is like perfect. 3 is if you have the time and you think you can do it, but 2 is like the perfect one for the 10K. And the rest of the days, once again, you might be able to squeeze in a tempo run or 2 during the week, but the rest of the days should be easy because you don't want to strain your legs too much, because if you strain your legs too much, then you end up, you could risk the fact of getting hurt, which would not be good because then you aren't able to race or train at all. So yeah, that's probably going to wrap it up for the second block of the video, guys. And now let's move into our third block of the video, my how to build healthily half marathon training. Alright guys, this final block of the video, we're going to be talking about how I would build a healthy half marathon mileage for training. So once again, as I told you guys at the beginning of the video, I'm not going to go too deep into half marathon training. I did myself run a half marathon, but I had so much training in my legs that it would take a really, really long time to get to half marathon training. I'm still going to tell you guys how to get to half marathon training, but it's not going to be as specific, or like I'm not going to emphasize as much as 5K, 10K, because it's not run as much. So yeah, that's probably all I have to say for that, and let's jump right into it. So block number 1, experience. For the half marathon, it's not like the 5K, 10K, where you can have like half a year to like 10 months and kind of like slide through it and cut it that way. Half marathon, you're probably going to want, I would say you're probably going to want a year and 3 months. I would say you're going to want a year and 5 months to a year and a half. I know it sounds like a lot, but the half marathon is 13.1 miles. It's over double the 10K. Like, it's almost a mile longer than double the 10K. So you need a ton of base experience to be able to run a half marathon. You can't slip it with like the 10-month baseline or like even the year baseline. It's too short. I would say for half marathon, you want at least 1 year and 5 months to 1.5 years, or 1 year and 6 months. Maybe even closer to like 1 year and 7 months, or maybe even 1 year and 8 months. You want a really, 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 really good baseline, because you can easily get hurt while training for this discipline, and you don't want that, because then you can't race or train at all, and you can't even run at all. So you need a terrific baseline. I would say 1.5 years is like perfect. Next one, how much should your distance go up each week? I am going to tell you guys right now, when I was training for the half marathon, I went up a quarter mile every 2 weeks. If you're new to it, you might even want to go up a quarter mile every 3 weeks. You need to be so careful of how you build your distance for the half marathon, because you can't slide like you can with the 5K and 10K. the half marathon is much more, it's much more taxing. It's much harder to run. It's all around, just more difficult, and you need to make sure that baseline is strong. You need to make sure you're not building too quickly. So I would say a quarter mile every 2 weeks, maybe even a quarter mile every 3 weeks, if you really want to be cautious about it. In the last block, what should your training weeks look like? So your training weeks, I would say, should probably consist of 2 to 3 speed workouts. So I would say about the speed workouts the 10K has. Even the half marathon, once again, is it's a much longer discipline, so you're more focusing on distance than speed, which means you could probably get by with 1 speed workout each week. I only did 1 personally. Sometimes I did none each week when I was training for the half marathon. I try to do 1 each week, though, so 1 each week can definitely cut it. If you really want to gain your speed and get some fast times, 2 a week also works, but I would cut it at 2 a week because that's a lot of mileage for speed workout at the half marathon distance. For your long runs, if you're just starting out, I would say if you've had the experience to run it, I would say start off with a 3-mile long run and then build from there. Once again, it sounds crazy because you're like, oh my God, Michael, that's only a 5K, like that's not really a long run. But trust me, you're gonna thank yourself when you don't get hurt and you're eventually made it all the way up to like 13, maybe even 14 miles. So I would say if you're just starting out and you've had the baseline time, do the 3-mile long run. If you've gotten used to it and you've done like some of your training, I would say you could probably push it to like a 7 or 8 mile long run. And then towards the end of your training, you probably want to be able to do like a 12-mile long run with not much problem. I would say a 13-mile long run is ideal with no problem, but a 12-mile long run can also work for the half marathon. Yeah, guys. So and then also obviously once again maybe squeeze in 1 tempo run, maybe even 2 a week, but the rest of the days should be easy days because once again this is a taxing discipline. It really kills your legs, and you need all the recovery you can possibly get. You guys, so that's probably going to do it up for this final block of the video, and that's probably going to wrap it up for today's video. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed learning about how I think I would train for the half marathon, 5K, and the 10K. I really enjoyed sharing my ideas of how you should healthily train for those, and hopefully you'll go out and possibly sign up for a 5K race, use some of these tips, and go ahead and train for it. Comment down in the live chat if you guys think you're going to try some of these tips out, and I would love to hear your responses and get back to you about it. Yeah, guys, that's probably all I have to say for that. Stick around for today's quote. I know you guys are going to love it, and that's probably going to do it up for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Keep running, have fun, and peace out, guys.